Prologue. In the hall of Therion. Cold air permeated the room. Oil-filled bronze cauldrons, one in each corner of the hall, belched thick smoke as flames danced upon the surface. 12 large marble pillars supported a vaulted ceiling over 20 feet high, and the smoke from the cauldrons escaped through a central vent in the roof. Despite the fires, the room remained entombed in cold. Torches protruded from iron sconces, mounted on the pillars, and cast flickering shadows upon the walls. Massive double doors provided the only entrance to the chamber, and a golden throne set in the shadows of the opposite wall reflected the light of the torches. Upon the throne sat a man, cloaked in the darkness of the chamber. He sat back, rested his hands on the arm of the throne, and gazed down upon the Deladrin that knelt before him.
"What do you mean? You've lost it?"
Pale and gaunt, the enthroned man spoke with such power that the air seemed to shudder. The torchlight quivered at the deep voice that resonated through the hall. The Deladrin knelt with its large leathery wings folded behind its back, head bowed before the throne. Razor-sharp claws gripped a black sword that boasted a wide, serrated blade. "Master!" The Deladrin's voice rolled from its throat like thunder. "It was stolen by a soldier." Its breath rushed forth like steam as it spoke. Therion stood from the throne. His steel eyes flashed with anger.
"What soldier?"
"Master, I don't know." The Deladrin trembled.
"I found the soldier in the northern forest and killed him, but I did not find the book."
Therion stepped closer.
"You lie." "No, master. The book is lost." "What else do you know? You and your horde will pay if you try to deceive me."
Therion raised his hand, and with a sound like a violent wind, the creature was thrown across the room and crashed against a burning cauldron. Oil splashed the wall, and flames danced along the stone. The Deladrin quivered as it regained its feet. It towered over Therion, but cowered under the Emperor's wrath.
"Master,"
the creature continued with slow, deliberate words,
"I gave up the search when a battalion of dwarves entered the forest."
The Deladrin's eyes burned red as he looked down upon the Emperor.
"I left before they saw me."
"Dwarves!"
Therion shouted and moved toward the massive creature. The Emperor raised his hand and the double door swung open.
"If the dwarves have the book," he said, "I will have your hide hanging like a tapestry."
"Master, what is your command?"
"We have one chance," Therion spoke to himself. "If the dwarves possess the book, then we must destroy them before they have the opportunity to use it."
Therion paced with his hands behind his back and slowly moved toward the door.
"My command to you is simple. Die."
Without looking at the creature, Therion lifted his head, and the Deladrin stiffened. He listened as the creature gasped and choked for air. When he turned and released the creature from his power, it fell to the floor in a heap. With patient steps, he walked through the door.
"Dwarves," he said.
"I hate
dwarves."
Snow covered the ground as a young man pressed through the forest. The sweet aroma of pine hung in the air, but he found no enjoyment in the scent. His mind raced with fever and delirium as he stumbled through the woods. The noonday sun shed its warming influence upon the earth, but proved powerless to thaw the winter's chill. Exhausted and half-starved, the man limped through the brush and fell out of the trees upon a road.